Yababa modern edi san komo we nyina and right here I was Sompa 106.5 FM market yapa. Be kwa amaro so ni yakwa kodi nkomo. Ba ma me fa sa akonya we so. And eye Nana Hanswahene, Nana Bamuhene, Tachman traditional council and na wada tinana baby obiano nana wede nyankwada. Good health is what we're wishing you and prosperity. And then again to my former CEO Classic FM Nana Franketia and anyway me chapa na yakwa kodi nkomo e wa ahomado sesisia minsaka ye owura Solomon Owusu was a leading member for Movement for Change. Na no ada or the assembly got to just say oral committee no wo madwuma no ase won hye na husu ye oso mu ye o madwuma ni ye but the na yanya na ntia say eye attorney general ni saka eye Prof 33 bia endi che wodem kwa ko gina assembly bia oral Solomon usu ye ma kwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM for God and country dwuma so
Professor Abochie.
We are solid what? We are brutal. But so we are brutal. We are fantastic. Why?
Prof.
Yeah, but we are brutal. We are fantastic. Says so wakuma to him.
Bakuma beto mi yemwa abra konfona ewi o mari sikejira yakodije. So far yenje timakume nanto.
It is a then pa na wo hwehwe because as a president amayate say aya nipa be 33 minimum kasai attorney general say bibia kra na endi che obukoko gina asende bia. So what again na Solomon Owusu hwehwe
president chama no e candidate no one kofa Prof 10 ba o say operation recover all loot. Like as a president, a boy and Obase, a brow position, Naba, or my Japan, your Mexico, Papi, be a booty, okay, send this, no, a Bejamo minor. There's many chairs and go for baby, a for my Japan, a for my Chica, a video apartment, a video to apartment, but more my guests. A be Edda so the Shishom pass Shishom with them. That one year, Madam Yagi.
Oh, but you are not being fair because unye hu obia wafa on my munisika. Edi akoto apartment, edi amane girl, and as well the akoto car, edi amane girl.
There is information in our national security.
So, what's the good information? What's the information where would the national security?
Oh, now, I buy a moment investigation. You have information that come over. In fact, I make a baby say information and mom kofa would you know. If you MP before recommend you go to national security.
So are you serious?
I am telling you for a fact. What is happening is whereas MP before no any information come national security now and this information woman so patch or some prosecute. That is what is happening. And let's see. So be one people now or you know say ya buy we buy no kuta cracks investigators no mu hu ma then they are living in a fool's paradise. Yeah, one people more mu send them for ACB ekira o mu na so fa o man japade o man sika yeah o mu ya no no mo di tia na access information ni nyira ba aben. It's a time hardcore evidence. Etia woman, woman prosecute woman. Answer the ever chief of Eduquay. Now, when you say, Bibisa, Crow, and Amwa,
there be.
And the witness Bakuna, as sing it is a canary or court. So what to be?
A new man and a witness network.
Was it the BIS one of my particular cashier? Our bank na Ghana must go pick up to you. But we are going to do Yamma at your and no edge put you and I yet Yakasa now. Look, what you call one, you see, I all African games. Yes, I say 13 for all African games. You said $245 million. Pamane, some minister friends, Yusuf. Extra minimum the catch us over $50 million dollars. And where the tax are journalists with the same or the catch us over Yusuf $4.6 million. Olympic Games of Yano, Paris. And the banner so the tax crowd must spend more than $600,000. Yakwaya yet keep all African games. That's 4.6. Sambrana, he beats for director. Okay, say gift for so we are life now. Yamomu $105,000. And so there, question say $3 million. I can't have them. And see, I beg again on my penny mama banner say, and go for being them from a free or more chilly. That must not be the case.
But you and I know, say, the wheel of justice grinds slowly.
Sompa FM.
Well, and go for being better content because evidence in now. I get evidence you know, he has such amount to be. Yeah, I say $45 million are or years or better by 1 year. And the evidence you know here.
But Soloi, you and I know, sir, we cannot pronounce him guilty until he is found guilty by a competent court of jurisdiction. So all this you are saying on radio, they are mere allegations.
And the woman in court in them, and on America. May before my cigar is on the show. Or before my cigar. And ya meme to brand the brands on the piano. Now, the piano no quadrate today, they have no face. Now, that's in the map of the catcher, no smart. Abraham is over very army. That is not going to happen. So, there are abundant evidence. Can you imagine the National Service? Here, almost numbers here every month, almost 57 million Ghana. Any evidence you know here? Any evidence you know here? By now they must be in court. $2 billion for no quarter. Why are these people still walking about?
And you feel, sir, 1 year walking about, is as a result of impending phobia. One more by more, one more person, microphone. Yet you on the cockroach Libya.
Yeah, that is what is happening. I mean, no, very soon, you're going to something for engineering. They don't think about the well-being of this country.
So, very soon, Sankrofona, one more Ayasano, you name and shame them, then presumably it is meant to be, say, one Casanunim Sankrofona.
Oh, yes, that is many agree. And it's not the group, Vanguard of the Nation issue statement, you know. Because you see, a chroma yet, you know, as soon as and class, I give you a top of man of Yenity. Yen Diaco, one more acquisition about this one in their 40 or group of Musi apartments. Yenny Momina, Okola Bonnie Cantonments, East Legone, go for the apartment. Marcosem go for you. We know all of them. What you say? And you see, a company is a man for Bessie. Now to be actual information. Now you do why are you not acting on the information at the mouth? No, we have both catch us a week. You have 24 party my opposition for unworthy. Then where are you going to? Now you one. And now we had the microphone see. I found out I'm on a title group, but that's from Cacho. Among Cancho said, NDC for every buy, yeah. Abochie MPs now a double salary. They don't see what else to prosecute to MP before. Is that the way we want to build this country? Now, can an MP before Diana? I cannot be. And you know, going to at work. Now, I can try that. Then your mom was now your friend say, Mom, what I am. But so long that we know me and look at one again. We must change everybody our for Manisika.
But so I'm a bit surprised, sir. MPP ni also ye MPP ni mapa. Ebe kwa ko yi ni yonku MPP ne to amanada ho. But the thinking I am having this afternoon is mu free MPP mu echo joining movement for change amukra certain information. You guys are rather putting those information out there to the public, and again, more this information kra ediama aye ene NDC aban what so.
Would to be a madam for the manasset na me amaka catcher one titi for any one kasake so one way in mind. But it's good. I agree with one way in mind say. So before my card you also in ma. But they were the ones that were crying the loudest. Have no possible information about. What you say? Because you see, and you piano political party more.
Solo.
I had first
Solo. Okay, can some bow. What's it?
Information that no matter call humanism. Why do you think that would be
but Solo, you can't make that such a blank statement on radio without any evidence to adduce to what you are saying over here.
But they can't catch you say in the coming days, maybe booking. Now, I am with the president that has a 33 cases.
Sure.
Because they know the direction that I want to go. They know it. So, Master, I am drawing the attention to a very important aspect of their campaign promise. All around there, I'm telling you, I get my Ghana for a moment to Abama NDC panel was the idea so my Ghana Japadiama. No, my Appa by or my Cotucaso Afro Mexicano or my Bonquet. And Nunchi, among what you need here, Emerald for anything for Beshaco. Don't want to free people and give for Beshaco. Now, yeah, the Brawa, Eden out in us. What in the coming days? How would you repeat? What the on why any small investigation or not of the Rambo radio so because
But Solo, enough on this particular one. But Enra, Ghana and Rashebe Dream minority no working out. The reason for their walkout was that buying Ajatum. The energy sector levy amendment bill. Sabri, every 1 liter of fuel obekwa kotobiano, 1 cedi. Just to make sure, say Ghana ha, you bet me keep your lights on. Say the beya, dumso entimi emma or my mobile. What do you make of that?
Well, Prof, I didn't say budget here, you must share almost to somewhere April.
Sure.
Okay, paragraph 6 of that budget now clearly, I buy a year. My Ghana 40 years, yes, or they amend the energy sector levy, or best a cream. And now, right from there, say parliamentarians, almost almost within your year. They should have known that the moment I will pass a budget, what it meant is, or my to say energy sector levy, you best a cream. And it's a mere Abraham with 2 mono. The market in Minnesota on
Sompa FM.
That Eslam Akoso. But the problem is not about how they probably took through. It's as of mine, yet member for the shareholders. And it's the beer by this a gala for your more. Your more, your politicians, Quanom Koboka. Yes, barbecue. And it is a cabinet. Of course, you will be out of the happen while your shareholders so and your go disco. My worry has to do with it. Again, Saka, Debbie, Daddy, Debiano, like a rock of 4 by what it's all a recovery levy by. And that tono, the TBI say, it's miracle by. For the supposed buyer or the energy sector levy. Extra, buy. At the time an NBC free a memo in 2017, now almost that $2.1 billion were it is to me answer. NBC buy only as opposition council extra number with 1 jobs you cannot apply receive later on. But then I mean, okay, say the cash $3.1 billion.
For the record's sake, you know, a kana dear as of mine when it comes to our energy debt, you know, $3.7 billion, not 3.1.
$3.7 billion, but then, and I think how much you've been, you know, and Minister report 3.1. All along, you know, I agree with your figure. I interested Minister of Finance report to Rano. But say about the 3.1 billion. So I don't know, sir. Nancy, I'm going to that is another factor that you can. But it has me. Would a young funny figure look at the Minister said 3.1?
Right.
It means that for the last 8 years, you know, NDP extra $1 billion. Alabeka Kano. Abra extra no. So, Kubaku House, a dear pa, the year. The year, a 12 was a year find any country. As not kind of quiet also. So, one solves that problem. But to me, the $200 and so I can't go. Yen said, Ocean, yes, supply chain in the energy sector. Via the electricity. Grid code and transmit electricity. Now ECG are distributing. ECG last one or losses now you 32%. And then who could distribute to power? Not your I will share and I will say no one and 32% that would want to be argue that. How are you going to survive? Over Comuno, a dear your friend say illegal connections are and for the one I owe fee. A dear say obey the meter. Obey your boy easy for your bomber, Ubet your bride, wouldn't be. A dear support is a billion. Obey if you or for first of it, and I don't know, American belly. A young woman was for close to 3 years. This is the foreground major of electricity builder. And you know, the inefficiency in the distribution wing of the supply chain, and you're so serious to say. So one for her answer came one make sure and 1 year tighter. I said, who goes to now go at him? And for that much, I said, yes, sir. We are every year, if you are taking there, your consumption level will still be at 5.3 million metric tons. It is every year, you get 5.3 billion, and then free that food. Now, the Ukonya size again, that's the Debiano, illegal connection, the dream belly, because someone cable square, electricity, papa, after sole source, contractor, I also get 10,000 of Kwamani for some way to what is 1 million? No, I assume first one says so for me. Yes, emergency by IT saying by as much as I put IT. I was at the Emma, yet cannot go so. You could see no, say a bear. I bet you have one, you cannot yet, you know, you bet you get check and a flow once and for all.
Yo, so Mamimbre Muaha, rather no, the Ekano as reported by the minister, no. $3.1 billion. But the minister says that will require about $3.7 billion in clearing that debt of $3.1 billion.
Yes.
Okay.
Because guarantee you sue results be a guarantee. Okaboma close to almost $642 million. So we will need to replenish that. And the better one, they will call 3.7.
Oh, okay.
So the minister is right.
Okay.
But the point is that, one and ceiling to Kura, Sassy Abok and Yabokran Yawa container. You are not minimum consagra. Who are what your mana? One of what your man who you know, man who fought. Now, more than 2,600 containers. They are saying that containers think that about true. I don't cry out almost over. The person who appears to that for you himself, I say, containers in me. It's as a new being. So, I don't think, I don't think Akia is here. Yet to be here, I don't know, second, and to make clean up. Now, I say any movement for changing your fine bar, a bear more. Then you put good, as they say. ECG na ankasa no no a corporate organization saa independent power producers ni nyinaa no some power is still 1 billion ya be value ECG ni nyinaa ya convert to ni nyinaa ka nyinaa shares in the company na in the map managerial ya the map management no punya mo bra ya nkeka esa asa ayi wo ne nyinaa ya manager o kira bo so and as a management level, Emma Young ECG for procurement. If it's a star, and I was a I give you my first class water for mechanism.
Yeah.
According to PricewaterhouseCoopers, the last year, on ECG, opera books, Abochie 15 billion. Abochie 15 billion in terms of collection. No one should have already declared myself Abochie 10 billion. Even with a 10 billion, I could share what cash water for a year. No one could share only 6.5 billion. And you will be a channel effort. The company no about 88 or so account.
So my ever in common is see, but this there's a breaking news here. President Mama appointed a committee to investigate a previous government, ebimu atono unlawfully. Na nipa wobe chair ASA committee lawyer Kwame Jan, a land expert and a non-leading MPP member.
I disagree with the person leading, though he is an expert and authority in land matters, but I disagree. I disagree with Parmesan. The president should have taken Obia, outside of the known problems, but in terms of here, there is no doubt about this. Now, former Chief Justice of Yakufu, Asasia, your friend, cantonments for only 7,000 cities. Cantonments are 7,000.
So you have evidence to back this claim that you are making right
here. Look, former Chief Justice Sophia A. Dojirawood, on the plan all the Ghana hostel, yes, past affairs was to see our airport one. Your command as a CDB, I'm on the Nasa, they were great after the best checking for. Professor Mills Ban of education, or not a conversation. Such as it. And in terms of that, and for you, so, or to me, what Bermudiaki, a bad up on it is all over the place. So before I wrap up with you on this conversation, sir, you have it right here. I was Sompa 106.5 FM, so now. I want to find out from you lastly, sir. Abayin anamuntu or 2 year. What do 1 CD no? Edia to every liter of fuel I ever toss one. Eye papa pao. Ebe try papa bro must solve the problem of leakage ECG. But at the end of the day, no, you need to come out. Abayin buy enough fuel. I will bear 15 a day, and I mean, okay, 12. And to the one that is no after for out for me. Sompa FM. You won't feel the impact. If you CD to the dollar, still like 400 echo. And I was saying, you fuel and strength against the dollar. And it means that you will still be able to buy it at a lower price. And because this means as an IPP, I can't now soon. Some can now be your friend is there. When you can have for another less, which one is good? I know it's a lie. Okay. But this will be the last time you can't see you everywhere. Then you maybe that kind of apostle. So, but I say, but say, if you're there, who of you? Yeah, that's a fair holiday. Oh, Solomon, Unia Alex, Tete Seminchiao. What about Obunyano, finishing with me another? Who for my less wine, now less and yes, money. Now, kind of credit your one, if Woody, No, my guy, Anna, it's a society. What was that? Would you be free by? All that was one, a Canada.
I mean, who?
They see him as an enemy.
Whoa.
Politics in all ya, young woman, young and also. A woman and also.
Solomon Osuma enase sa o ma kwama ye no din kobo yenim say once we have time and we have live ade a yen sa beka o studio ha na ye no wadi anobaba ye ewo the issues bordering on Mother Ghana. Thank you so much for having your time with us right here, of course, on Sompa for God and Country. Abochie Sompa 106.5 FM and ye market for God and Country. Alasata what ye one kasa unia solo baba ba nchen media da etesai
Prof na me adom
bibia gboko de
na me adom bia boko
da dem sim komo be na de brain
and then come on a simple cry
then adent na simple
na sem and as a formally in the cran so national security for ton safre yem panifo ni bia enche bia omo ho ni atese ne ho dodo ni kakra we ni tie ni ya
na why ni ato yen safre na no ho dodo no
Prof honorable Kennedy Japan ye to yen safre in 2012 e wo musa na beti say oyare
no kre
high blood pressure and diabetes honorable Professor Meya Kufi
there be
ye to yen safre
da ben nanu dey there be and I can hold brief for him because on one kasa na ne ho and na ne ho nye ne yedida.
Okay.
Because I know I have the information, sir. Before he was even invited there, no way to kwan agwakwa surgery kraba. Onam kra no krapuma as a point in time kra not reach him. Until no dear I can say on authority say and yes I dey we and a man yare.
Prof.
Now utie dim Prof. Now the two Prof.
That's right. Then two Profs.
Yes. But I know dear before God and man. And yeah, I deal with no yare. No yare did that.
That's right.
Good.
Now, yeah, be chairman and say cry, yeah, Asante Regional Chairman, Chamaun to me. On us arresting on the 27th May. No, allegation they charge in a man. Actually, who says what the hundred dono?
Oh, but so no, so no, and I want one.
Me patcho David. Yes, she answer na me.
Chama who to me? Now who name so yare?
Me patcho David.
Hey. Now we a doctor and who so be yare and be yare.
Some name the health issue.
So don't say say issue in a man yare.
Me patcho say yare say no. And you who yes say. Or you need free yoko and not all day banning your man now, Prof.
Patrick.
And yeah,
Mamma to nyum be mount.
Young
Dagati phonium.
Oh, come castle, but to me to be.
There beware Dagati phonium. Yaya Colezele, Yaya Colezele, Yaya Colezele, Capogo better at Nimber. Twasso,
Prof. Say,
yeah, but you
Prof, your former Minister of Finance, Ken Oforiata.
Oh, but so Ken Susuyari. I can't yare that. Yet I want me before cry but to about a cry who said Ken now yare.
OSP Somra. Na charges on Diabon. Omna me yan. But
some wrong. Me one in some kind OSP. No, some kind. But Abochie's voice, it will be on.
That's right. It's an honorable Kenoforiata. And also your former honorable Victor Lawrence Kwasi Salome.
Oh, sir. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm into the new. Achiare menye mechakuo. Gakamaro bolira nyafomato. Achiare menye. Nyeme chakuo horodio hai gakamaro hovolira nyefu.
Prof, I think there's something about chain.
Ade
come here as a casa ni na.
Na we if you ever come cram one cram for you
me ba pa bi na can as mo say chinchin ni casa meeting na enyu hia na ya sesabo enti ye ntimi hu say ba wo de for wo de for enti minim say e ya control what to bebre na say baby out na kasa no
maso e ha
enti wo ten fast
yeah me ten fast baby ameti a usa kra no na ezongo me try just about a year na me peke a usa.
Oh, that's right.
In Krankasa, man, think Krankasa won't cry.
I think there's some banal term.
In Krankasa, me think Krankasa, a waterman.
Oh, I see. Yes. You can't cry.
Ah, ole.
Oh, I see.
Ole.
I see. Osafun tintiani achireno.
I know because I got to do baby da. Go jina mami. Pacho, mami rokunu. How do you just ona nuche entane bahi kinky. Entane he gakomi.
That's right.
Gakomi kekena.
Can language betim.
Gakomi kekena. Yakwema.
We can dokunu da no maka fanti game.
Wan kan dokunu kaso dokun. Oh, you have been yesterday. And I want you.
Oh no, chatu chikata.
Chatu the other name the health company. No, no, yari answer na. But we need to have maybe some medical doctor, psychologist, to find out the reason why. And penny for no sometimes. I don't know if
I am
Sisiana and the grass to me the back. Say and the grass to me will be crack also.
Because
but on a more serious note, Chairman wound to me dear. In fact, ye no me rare way.
Yeah, me come who video.
Hey.
I was surprised.
Because I was thinking, say, now say, oh yeah, paralyze you. What's on to me nante? But the people who can say, now odidi agro. But I don't think so. Yam fire dear Niagro.
And Prof one day yare be dia.
Obi fire dear Niagro.
Yare me ho okay. Na me
but you could see it was written all over his face.
Yeah. When I saw the video,
in fact, Patrick, in fact, you know, Chama want to me with the Ghana are doctors. Ni Ghana so from penny for when the best rebel. I saw for the mom pie match man wound to me, mamma. Munya fasten, I'm mom pie mamma. Yes, because who here pa because in your beman or yare.
Yeah,
not doctors soon shinny.
Because video na me who
Yamio boss so any assassin and Yamin Sana Yard.
And penny for ni being your mom yari Yamin
Sam Yadi.
It's Prof near and you who ye.
I said, so no my information, my country, and yet you're my own to me. Now, hey, Alex, what did you say? Maybe Abochie. Yeah. That would I'm in go away to see that you're too juvenile. So that, yeah, the producer, the elbow, senior bright, or you're sharp too. Sabre, yeah, set a Sarfo. Ewa homano so or ye psychologist. Ye ni be din kobo we sisi ya. Ora mi set na ati say. Set na patro apom ti say. Seto apom ti say.
Sompa FM.
Meba. Patro mo pa kunyama producer ma me why. Hello Seto apom ti say. Wow. Me back. I think we are having some challenges over here technically, but very soon it's going to be resolved. But what mean can? Right. To the your best friend, you said, but Alex said, ma kwa view.
Yeah, media.
Bibi Abochie.
Yeah, me.
The una come information about the whereabouts of Chairman wound to me. Because me who video no.
I'm 50 years now, me chair.
Oh, I didn't answer one no embrace. I
didn't.
Last time I also one no embrace.
Now you host. Not me. It's you for team. Oh, just here. And common you debate. How do you say?
Yeah.
You will fool man. You go fool man. Say you're promo. Then you did the highest.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm 50 years now, me chair. What's you for? Na minchia Ghana Mampeni Odinkan first gentleman na minchia opposition MPP amanyofo parliament ni na minchia era compre team ni na na minchia citizen
a compare kono ho tsen Kennedy
ne ho den chen Samson
ne ho den pa
o chen Samson
na da be na ode ne bebe fia
a compare ko
yeah
sisi de agire yenhwe kakra sisi de radio so kasa no ono ankasa kase
on kasa radio
yeah wato ne bo asiansa ti obeba sa de onum se
minim se
ni nua
minim pa minim
several times
yeah
ni nua no
yeah minim pa
yeah say young man bi mu manage pa
your friend a young man on me patch your friend is senior man
okay
your friend is senior man senior back up now they want to say now also then when come kakra say Ken campaign no how is it at saying
yenka Ghana for asem ne aba ye kan yenka no na yemfa Ken campaign dey e solid what dey say e solid Ken campaign dey
solid that form boko
better disrede na me dey me kire Ghana for say won say Ken campaign no e wo mu nyina na say Ghana for na nkasa pese
Sompa FM
ibilidi o man Ghana ema wo mu na se ne be ya MPP for ni nyina begia tum say Kennedy or a vibrant or you be a or just say it's a solid man ye kase yen kan Ghana nipa bia aboa ekru wi a ye de ne ka ho or ye asset ma Ghana so pie ekru foforo so a ka minim say ne ombeso ni mo on different way better say aha no say o ye papa 95% na information ba 5% a ye pese ye come from so 5% no e chen 95% no nti yira Kennedy de minim say onyankopon na nkasa ofa kwan bi sini ne no ono a mre ni du a ode ne sabeto Ghana ni bia akoma so na emboa sese Ghana for the boa no o matimi de boa no abaye o ma
na oran common na aba bonten as say obi aka say president say we ma go ahead sabre ni 33 say attorney general onye nkrata na intentem no form nko gina asem ne bia
me hu na me katre
me ba to Alex
o man panini ni team no say Ghana for any dan so bo she bebre e na o sheye enti wayade na 33 na abana Ghana for e dia betu enim say yem prosecute no na dawroma media ma desredi edin kan am de mo man panini say emra oji din bone wo Ghana ha no enipa ba ko a o ma ni din ye basa ebi ye sanwam na ye ma de 10 years no o ka ho no man panin mahama eji din bone man panin ni mo obeye nyina no o ma ye ema o man panin ni din eye basa ba ko ye sanwam nti mesre no se kwan bia so no o momodin se sa maame no obema omode na ba ye se a sentence no 10 years
yeah
omo manefa
no ma sentence in absentia no
yes omo fa nbra sisi de me fa ne say na oni abem wa ba abem mu
o ka sedinam tama
nim guase o yare de a enye problem but onyare ne nko ade obigu yewura maama nim ase enti ne nyame ya adom no anya akwanya no ba omo modin no onye na o ma yem fa nbra na ansana bibi foforo ho a so omo be prosecuting kofo a yesi uya iweni asempe ansana wetin kan ni wako yubidi enti ono ni fie ni wo ma enye no onye no ho adwuma ansana wako na ni ha me say omsi 33 mi kita 98 mi kita omo e wa ban ma aban ni ma bidi o mo nko aban sika 98 but enne no me hu say omre no say me buy
David kasa
mi kita 98 of a pointy
o my thing
aban sika kodi omo onim say
na David we dey na hu say aban sika kodi omo
masa ma me nka say menchiro
me ti opa
say me information am wono wuntimi nya wotun muntin abetin ya pe wuntimi nya onim say enani na nsan ya omo beli wuntimi no Monday no meboa omo beli na na omo kochi friends say bank na okoji say o phone say
Exim Bank yeah
yes omo kochi loan officer no sisi ameka say oshemu and they want to make all opportunity no shim.
Oh, sir.
Yes, trust me. Billy ni na no mo che no. Na unim die ntie ma e che no man Billy ni da no. Na One say me provide documents. One say okoji loan. You see loan now okoji no. As I say, uchi 30%. 30%, you know. First of all, only loan no $9 million back, $9 million back. Another trend another 9 million. To a phone or the coin is about 27 acres to 28,000 acres. And also what thought tractor say what to we what to near ma just say untumi to in receipt or the command and call for none in fake. It's only detaining.
No, but you can't say sending fake. No, but you don't have that evidence. I don't have the document with me, so you can't speak. No, so you can't speak to that because you have to speak to fact. Make available those receipts for me.
Then tinanka we napo enra napo anka enra so napoko you oko ebienai. Adena ne de na anye didi. Wo se wonya aban wo ba aban mu nko ande a ese se wo hu se bibia ebefa wonsam aban hu bia no hu se ye den a wo be account. Enti wakoje aban sika no ogifi Exim Bank omisi you no Agensan ni we ni achi no sisi America say ono nipa na oshim no Agensan credit manager and oshim no. So what I say you say why abatement of then crime enti ono ka ho and a documents now provided them ma your friends say bank ni nyina no documents no the companies no ye invite you no mo nyina ba be testify 1111 and say na dey na che ya ma companies ni na be testify enti o ma wa bontin ye dede no o mo kra na ye ha wontumi be wontumi in particular ni bi onim say they say ade na do danger please. So what I say ono sa akwa no documents na say wanhwe wanya vigilant and na wo ka say no receipt no de ba wato tractor 80 wato tractor say ni nyina 30% na wo de ho receipt ni nyina ba no sa receipt ni na fake.
How do you know?
Efeni eno ni
but omemo abem
eno ni nkomo no eno ni ade eno ne ma ye detain ni cheye no nti ye ma
onya information from free yoko wana.
Listen to me.
No, I want to find out.
I didn't know who e bia me.
No, because you are using our network to propagate this. And if it is not true, we can be taken on. That's why I want to know.
And you better take you on. Me provide the receipts now.
No, we don't wait. So if you have the evidence, let's see. Let me peruse it.
Ni nyina na wo evidence adu to show nezu.
Na then America.
Ni wo nkoma wo this is say wo evidence. Enkomo bia wo dey a network.
So you can say that Atisama wanted to say, but you don't say you speak to that fact. Sure.
Nti Atisama wo ho ne say receipt a wo digi loan ni nyina na ni nyina fake. Ya frɛ companies ni nyina 1111 mra wo ho no ya frɛ mu nyina because ya ma wo nkɔ abonten na wakɔ freeway. So what I say enti omu keep ni nyina na ya frɛ sango fo mu nyina be testify say no we documents we man provide enye company na de buy we enye company na de buy we enye company na de buy we enye company na dia. That's it.
Wow.
Sana omu wie no onso omu wie no na e no ma peke your friend say a friend say credit manager. Enti ye ma obi bela Ghana for say de bia ye ka manyofo ye sa manyofo di esika amanyofo ye say me stand by Citizen Eye Ghana a civil society organization. Enya manyoko bia dia enye Kennedy dia e wo ho ansa na Kennedy ba o dia say enye amanyoni bia dia but Ghana for say de bia ye mpai bon say e na ban be ne beba on he run say by won say ne ye run say JJ sorry na shagari pe say what I say bet ya appointing kofobi wa ban mu a omo na amekufo ado ni megu ase. What I say ya appointing kofo I appoint you no na ban say na over 98% of appointees mu nyina say you driving motor and na poka na me ka no amanfo fin say akwa no o kasa dodo ade na poti me kan say ono kra no say wanko ho a nanka onim say everyday ni pe ba ho no me se bien na hwa ye ma na omunya ba bi ntina obeko no mu girigina ho for my appointees no
sir
take it from me I'm telling you na oma enim ni omo ka no omo ka asem na track masa amanfo bre pass sisi amene o kasa sisi appointees no ese say ye fancy you Justin Kudua omunwane no monko hu akufuado no nko hu kufuo no monko hu otumfo no monfo ma no ntum yesa ano hye me no ka say the next thing obeti if ne ya this we chief of staff for bag girl wakoji 90 million Ghana cedi from Exim Bank 90 million Ghana. Only kuno. Some de koye emufuo. Nya some de kra o. Na want me de na wusu. Wo de twen na me ma wo lese a wo betim. Amanfo etifie so wo be kotolese go.
And in some way okay na be na invite you say you have become a person of interest. And because of that information crowd.
Why Seneda? Sini ya den. Sini ye we kura sini ye boban ne ho unko sini da.
Charlie Champlain.
Sini. Ohun lapoma, unim lapoma. O me ma sini ne ye de.
Ntu ye lapo.
Me nka se me ma fa me se.
Tu ye we konkonsani.
Me nya konkonsani. Be me chese me your mind bapa. Ye wo kroma ye wura kene Japan, ura fi se emra ye de Ibrahim Mahama, on e kan se Ibrahim Mahama. Oka semra Ibrahim Mahama yi cash over 400 million Ghana cedi ni na checks ni na banso ye je na oye deni no ye konkonsani. I'm asking you emra yera Kennedy kan say na na do aban mu uko hu na do agire wo gi sika ansa eno no ye konkonsani. Take it from me ma two evidence no ye konkonsani. So Paul mani ye dia nipa na wa appoint him fansa kufu do appoint you be 8 years went me account nipa na. Enti won so a wonim se ya papa ya mo appointment enti won hwe appointment na ye dia man se no da bi menya record ato e dia ma daachi meyire memba menuanom me party no enti se udidia to the extent say sisi kohe eyi your friends say baby e dia school for itu kon your friends say eyi
they UK one
baby scholarship so
I can't assume. Yeah, I think.
And my betting me man evidence be a when you be brew. E be as how your politics here so nya ho adagye o. Morning every minute as so timinya researcher wo kan bi a wonim se ne wo kan wo kan ya e ba be si. Enya se wo be kan be wie na ansi na afi yebusa wa wonim ne wo kan.
And why your research we are fully loaded ho.
Bibie no we betimi asesa.
Na o kasa kakra no akohwe bibi wase ho. Krata no ne kra wa na se. Ada den ne kra phone.
Phone ne ma wo so. Phone. Oh. Your friend said, "Opening my son back one man. Make on say we need documents. Bibia won documents."
Sir.
You are I'm fast to me cancer.
And a producer on sending mommy. Producer.
Documents my any book.
Why
documents my any book? A friend say, I Greek dear. I Greek dear, I'm sending my own. Who's our producer? Now,
producer send him.
We are page 39. Now we are not page 40. Now we are now here 39 and 40. And
document everything
from Minister of Agric.
From Ministry of Agric.
I'm telling you, a buying document to bring champion supply and cocoa 5 billion. Bakukranko, all the 16 region.
Oh, are you sure?
And see another way in my country or king. And government.
No. This one they will have to verify.
You
but you will have to go to the ministry. Producer TV. Let's fact check. Let's fact check this. Let's fact check this from the ministry. No, I'm not saying that is an information you've put out. But
wait, 2020.
Yes, and yes, we have to say fact check information now. They are too out.
It's up to you.
So what I say, that makes
Maza, me na omde tell you. Until we say we kro me na ofi. Me fi akem down prade. Ya me cha koko bia ho. Kwa mi jan won koko 56,000 every day. Omo tu nkosua a supply nkosua every day. Me ko every day. E man nkosua 1,800 crate every day. 1,800 crate for every day. Is what I say. Now or pay 10 million Ghana. Ye agency man farmer no. No one is a can or day. No wait me at 90 million Ghana cedi. At the amount Babesia Nikunu. I buy a kitty because of my chief of staff. Are you telling me, say, Yentina Kruman and Gonza? So we see your higher.
Okay, so Mamma, LBB chairman for Tema West, Ura, Kwesibukwaba. What are you going to say? Yeah, Bibia Mokode. That what are you having for Prof?
Mammy, was in here. The guy, which are at you for.
My tea for Joseph.
You are no ken. It's the audios, you are coming and the other Macana, some can manka, if you are with this and come rich. I did, I'm getting worried. Exim Bank loan as I'm now.
Yeah.
My problem is sometimes let's name and shame. Banking who could loan or the collector SSO. Won't be the collector by Anna. What the buy idea? Take queen. Japadi go this is yes somewhere. And I mean don't that make sense?
I think it makes.
No.
Ask him.
Oh, Abochie. And Exim Bank near me. It will be a good cheddar. It makes a insurance cover, bra. You must bring an insurance idea.
Right.
It's the engine to say phone policy. Now say insurance company no so a penny say it didn't trust any not pay the report of this insurance company nika ana paint company and what tell me lelang it's a tomu. Those rumors say one of you to the yo fast as report from say eja atum. Because that was a $40 million company. The insurance company you money cars see will be a cifra paid all of us. And sometimes who to me might be wrong on me
All right.
but what I'm saying is so the insurance cover by or the property be by but I say who did all those cover up for the person? I said one any problem. It like I say who the and you say I'm on your phone who director of one did you check that the car the collector by papa now?
But some also among your phone, more corrupt those officials in the offices.
You see, we from the Bank of Ghana, loan officer. You see, mommy loan. Me am on your ninety. You need to say, me ni permission me pay. Me be chief of staff. Me the can't say e busu ninety. Why you say all the money? E dey see ukwan say yes me father me sisu. Me father me sisu. Dey see ukwan. The priority you gave me was because me a party chairman. Where a police station is here, very much chairman because that's a chairman, boy, no problem. What the my chairman who say, one who say, Mammy dine, Mammy way. What I say, oh, Mammy way, you that's how the loan, Mamma. Maybe problem, pa. You can somebody cannot charge you for saying that chief of staff banner or the man. The argument is chief of staff banner or the man. Also, you got any, or you got any. I got it. Sure. It's near my one, can't be a woman in our bar. Me issues related to loans there. I'm worried because you got loans. Me a loan da. I'm a loan na bad. 70 to the end you will come no more bad. I'm a sorry property. And the property ben it be so I so no. Ana exit bank ni ma no. You just structure ni send na you no. Auntie obi abaji $8 million so ko yefo, no collateral, no insurance cover, no nothing. Is that what they are telling us? There's something somebody should come and tell us. What I say? There's some niggas we need to look at Exim Bank structure and cross you. Or you want to meet the man and you or your influencer or your president I call and say the man, no problem. Me need someone pay because Exim Bank more money via insurance cover more van back. And me take no crash via or by insist say as much as you're going to give you the priority, it goes with a banker's draft, it goes with this, it goes with that. Bring all those things. In Kenya and 1/7 okay, want to be station or go see so into your cotton yet, is not it? And as insurance cover, the insurance company must in general the you come should come clean on that one. They should come clean. Why the mass can sorry at man bank is you been 10 miles out. Banks be bank manager kwa what he sort because say we want to me, we chief of staff back into a term loan number okay. In Qatar by any. Then the person should rather be held responsible. Yes. The
person should rather be held responsible. It could be that a syndicate. And when you know, Atanase, and my plan is say, and you know, if action is going to be taken, what I say, if we be a Juma sentence. You cannot write. You can say insurance cover unless insurance cover let account the buy and papa and also a different matter. So who produce? Yes, if a bond bra and now for bankers that bra. We have fake one who buy some. Do you fake one man? Do you fake one man? Even yasem. Do you fake one? No problem. I said the bank for being back and all this kind of money. Why would you do that? Okay. Bank manager. Why would you do that? Alex said anyway. So Alex, so with all this you are saying. So, security agencies, you know, eto woman Sarfo say what you are saying on radio come and give us the information that you have, would you go?
Oh, how? Say, Omadi can't frame me.
But speak to the microphone.
Yeah, I'm frame me. You could frame me. I'm frame man. I'm frame me 3 days, bare 4 days, and sana. Now me catch up and say, okay, I'm going Monday. Until Monday, you do, you know. Now, monsieur, Saturday, no petition, a call back, and Sunday, come, you know. Now, monsieur, any panel, near Pessy who answer more your movie. Until once, my picking the panel, there's no need to say money, I can mount to us.
So you petition the Yoko?
Yes, I petition.
Wow.
You petition president.
You petition the president on this particular issue?
Yes, then copy to the Yoko and BNI, National Security, and CID. What is it? Until once I may sign it. Yeah, yes, that's it. Meet me and
so you petitioned the Yoko through the president for Chairman Wontumi to be picked up on this particular issue.
One thing they say, me ni minimum, and I'm the command say.
Then I know him.
Say ni minimum they say. They be na say so when you hear so anki picking in cap me so sen kada di na kai yototo na no anki be jana ananyeza. Enti say we Ghana ni na ofin say party na dan lucha mo so what you say me kai your friend say dubu ahen Rollins Park or ye campaign was say akwa we send ye hu si ye mahino me krama bi matu ni din jeje Rollins o ma enya so mfaso on those time o mo bebre ya o ma enya sa akonya bi enye ska kese in free party.
So so you petition the president in your capacity as what?
As a civil society organization.
As a civil society organization.
Yes, with a member no say
citizenship then.
Citizen I Ghana.
Citizen I Ghana.
Tax.
Which you tax?
This year. Tax
so far, how many petitions have you written to the presidency?
More. You reku for the crime petition ya or no one can say to abanu ye Kennedy molestation no. Me steady who near me ma ye lusu ye. Me ye who petition they come and make me forward in amount then we put it on the screen. We or no one can
for the petition now.
Ma dispatch rather me would you remember my office no the brain. No see we tie. Make a chance say or see we tie. No be make sure so the Bema party chairman normal way because let me say issue about delegates no a bigger problem. Because we make sure say or best sort to why Ghana dey why be am Ghana. Emma yenya free education. What about the party or kwa dey na party in the bekai no. But delegate issue ni a problem. Ye to abanu ye me hwe kwan on fa so the mafia ken na am David so wanya hu bibia da kyen dey come beto party no. E ha.
No, we want the proof of it. You can send it to the producer for me to see. You are very important. So you want to say that petitions now, and a petition now, akwakodi yoku nchen. Every year president man pinyin ho akwakodi omunchen. Sa petition now enam so a ntia Chairman Wontumi ekodi yoku for chair now be 7 days and wo twiri mu no. Wo Alex, wo na trust our petition no.
Me say me Ghana.
Until you wrote that petition.
Yes, say o minor yebu ne see any civil society any ebu anamekwa.
Sure.
Bibi any o see na civil society mrawo civil society o mo bi anka me bia. But say nkofo nso kan na Ghana fo na o see amanyofo sisi o mo ne NDC ba say ya MPP ba say ya mebu ne nso ya sori say ye beboa ne nso ayi problem.
Only Chairman Wontumi a problem.
No, me no problem.
Do you speak to him?
Oh, my main cancer.
One in the dingo.
I mean cancer.
Good.
Before ye call prime minister. Ye call Baumia and Ken. Ye 2 years no then ni braba no. I sit down with Ken 101. Ye call phone in Ken call food in. I know mon pesa Ken kwako join Baumia. I'm telling you. Me catch answer papa. Ye dey akufo ado ba no wanya 72 years. Obey president. Say Baumia be di 8 years ye do beba no wanya 71. Ti calculate. Ne hunu say ya amwa na eduru ha ne nkofo no bi e mad yen ko aye ntimi ye nya 37 point something wenya 60 something nti papa dwunye no ye ya kasa ya up to bed 12 something ansana o accept yo o ma me tu mi ka me du kuma ase no straight to me fie na mka say kwame wo pani obi a me hu say oluma abuofo because so de ono ne tun se de ono ne be fa wo free wo office e wotema e do bre na na do ono ne otina pre mu ko Canada nti Mr. Ofre no untumi ma me pake me car no woni fie me parking me ne nice pa me parking me car na me tena ne cave straight to Baumia ho untumi kabo are you a free na ba ko kan ho no mo ka che Baumia say your friend say we yaba no kan kura ba akwa we ya wa mana ba no we ne ye adwuma ne nyina make Baumia chia mo say you cost me and I'm saying my lord see I'm with you pusa kabo
or see you cost me
yes
and as I say
me see my lord I'm with you now send me what come you say my ba ti me so me say we media no so kra me kasama about because the policy no na is about 200 and bibisa you kakra na yura president ya wa be your friends yura John Dramani dey on number 400 pages but me 202 and bibisa be me pick be 5 bi o ma
now the year campaign man
to say flash rate no na many je ho because flash rate no me side when it come to import no me was aside
okay
nti me hu say adwin kita papa no or masha
so for now with this petition you know apart from to media or petition ma yoku eko chire no no what other petition
no my friend that no my friend ti engasa me de ne minimum no minim say enioma bebri ankoyi na won hu say de nti na fa no say me de family ento nche ade nti na Exim Bank a friend Exim Bank friend na oma Exim Bank friend o su munim tama campaign ye ansa na mo benya Exim Bank no o ma onso no akọji loan wo mo ade nti na eja wuntumi akọpeke wonso de nkofo to trouble mu unim nkofo dodo aya from yoko aba wuntumi gezi on ade nti nya credit manager ade nti no o shem sisi amesew menka se efe ne yekoche ya che no sa na mpese mchiro so ate se enti se nye security wo krom ha na ebia omu ye disappointment a enka mo any security be here information to build ne docket wo wankasa wutu se yen bani anka bibia eye ne ni mi afa ma obede ne wa you show no enti o man bia no me ko madam fubi oye ba ko ye pilot ba ko nso ye ba ko nso ye friend say engineer flight engineer because you asuni na ne ba ko na no enua na wo ho no empuro me hu abo we na na mkoso oja wo ba ko na ho me pese me ku pro no na akwane say o hemo inside o fedwa ba no hemo ba camera and masum o pro na akase o na me wo ba ko na ho na me bonyina me hwe aboa no na muzan say yawo na ejamo ya o ma ya kase no se nyamo no o mo so ye homeless bia o na no wu ye no ni adenti o mo ba ye ba ko na wo be dam se pro die we no pro na food doesn't pro ni doors o say na abrowa bi nso tenu no se ukuru pray back wo be dem achen se ni wo twa ni pati na mzo wo sa no se hwe no ma mi ba inside no ko chem se hwe ohun bruni no hotel wo no hwe wo so wo so ya atem se wo pese maso ja inside
but I me no be wie me no be wie but
me can say
apart from sa petition ya wo try what type petition be afa MPP ni bi so ho ana apart from the
Debbie I know a lot but no anya
for public consumption
yeah. I know a lot but me can say ye nyina ye se beboa
o minor
ye beboa o minor me me nwanwane say MPP a minimum dada no odo size mo time na enti say anti say yamma appointment na yetimi apiki nipa be 98 e wo mra party sanana adote wa hwe kene ofurata yes $58 million o ma appointment 10 billion no what ni dey 6 billion na wa ma contractor ni 4 billion na be ye den na ye front o yes ano na ugu party no ufin say uwie na dey na wontina
information be na wodi man
fe na ubuza be information
arrested
you understand chi ni man na omode aye party no ehunduto ebin sida nti hunu say ye san chichire MPP ni foforo de a omo nkasa nchiro nkofo no say ade na omaye no masa ye kan say de uhun say ye trawo be jebi dankofo bi achi a say ye na na etikroma say nyame nkunye na 4 years bi do no then you see it we will say ye papa yi kan na e more than do
me da say me da say pass by Alex me pato me ba we bisa no Alex sete hwe
mira
Hey. Oh, Baron Kwame Odi.
You bet me I'm providing documents maybe I'm
Hey,
I'm telling you. And yet
Muamu party for the Digana Bonnie.
Na Enra na jam yam shishimi. MPP ma MPN4 ahemafo ye press conference for Ashanti region say omofo amahama so say wow Ashanti region
market women kejetia market women
voter region ma betumi aye campaign aye sa we say ye bo mama do abaso ye Akufo-Addo abaso hwe Akufo-Addo nyuma obiye bebrebe ni nyina mama abaso ko 0 Mahama ba wodi busan say dwuma ben pa no waya ye healing
economy ni na ekasama no.
That's it.
So as we speak now, inflation grabber 18.4%.
COVID the buy, me pacho. Masa, COVID the buy ni kroma.
Yeah.
Na plane too. Na business cost. And so na dollar ni jina say. So say on we be an jina. COVID time kura plane bi entu no. Na COVID na eda so jina 16. And nei COVID ko. Na hwe dollar na drop it aba be do 10.23. Now wo ka kire me say wo aban wo ho no e na wo hyehyɛ to ho e na ambafo
Sompa FM.
Medase Alex but Ken ebetimi awini primaries no over Brian Achampong and then
na sa Brian no na some grass to change to me Brian dey o mon ka so mo yi Brian no na some grass to change
where sure
I'm telling you Brian
you sure
na Brian wo kapa Brian dey do kwawu a e na o ye
na man nkasai
Brian dey do kwawu a na o ye Brian na Brian ho na nim no na wo capacity of Kenya Japan niam a waye wo kroma no e na wo kan Brian say wakobeli obi nti oba be yi Brian oh massa give me a break
also man a break na over man a break na Kabi David rap Kabi then I'll tell you me but just speak to the microphone speak to the microphones
I'm saying that
me but just speak to our microphone
citizen eye
yeah citizen eye
one kasa wo kan say wo ho na camp
mankasa me say all no kasa mankasa you see mankasa I'll give a play for it to hear.
Okay, so what is it?
The issue is this. I am saying citizen I ever heard that. If you didn't have yenuano ene en kofra ya de enye nti NDC
tete no kan no ye ko ye so
Alex
ona bu ken na mu preach for honesty and to person tell say
I can mention NDC appointees. I will be ana so enye e ne ba ya
obi suma mo
e ne ba ya enu no mi nuana nka ho asem that's why esa ne ba wan kan ho asem
but na MPP communicator
me ka say MPP debi me ka say me say e ne ba ya citizen I anka ogoje mu sa se ni nsem ya ho people have document e ne ba wan kan ho asem e na mi busa
me fa petition amaye for
listen to him
petition amaye to mama okudeto ono ano se na ban ba na so omo fa plane a obeden o se omo chata plane so na no
your friend say omo excellence
enya criminal international community ni na ehwe wa kan asem wo de aye campaign mu ko bo obesi mu ko edi wonu masem and now cook and sanny the agibesia. O can you know if you are bound by
anti Ken or but maybe Brian and
Nasa Brian on winning so in home better cake. Oh, sir, I said fishy about what the one or by a color cake. Brian to me 5% to crowd ticket for me. Oh, to me. Made
I was a pass over by Alex, who bet me a Jamoy. Yamisha. But ye in the to home. I was from a Prof Abochie Sompa 106.5 FM Forgotten Country. Ye try and waba sesia na ye ba ye wo ora kwesi poku or kasama the new patriotic party and in fact or the NPP chairman for Therma West and then I could infer from the conversation say obe support brand champon pa. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So I won't support tonight. That's the inference that I made over here. Now, your Ora Ali Ibrahim Esu Ewufia, or a member NDC communication team, and your Ora Set Hammond, a leading member PPP. You can have a
Hajia special local foods abakade enye aduane ne aduane o ye wa aduane ne wa aduane enye nwanwa se Ghana ha ahemfo eyi akese word na kese party akese se wo pe baabi a wo be serve wo ma wo ho se ye buffet ene wo mo ye se ye local continental dishes a wo bi atwa nani a Hajia special local foods e wo hacho atomic kwan no so ho no de ntie fe ne local foods ne se enye wo mo ye aduane a na wo mo atentam tomatoes apro meko apro jena apro garlic apro no de aye aduane se eya abontine aduane edi yenye ne bisa dabi haji esuro nyame etinye nwanwa se Ghana ha etitire se ministries agencies akese eyi ahemfo na nanom ahema mo wo mo tenase no wo mo si ye bedidi ye didi eziban ye didi a wo mo se momfra haji special local foods efise hono ena aduane no ekoyie Ghana ha ba bia wo mutimi serve haji special local food pese wo fra eye 02463599921 02463599921 and answer 05947972115 05947972115 for not with them.
Techimano Fui, Electroland Abeja, near the Munamuni Pony in Answabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front and Kumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yedi Roma, sorry, Dino, and I said backsword Nidia Nimshe.
Roberto Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa kahunina. Now, when in baby, Edicam for Baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's Robertadie. Kahu na senya.
Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ghana had the obi enim sesa ye prostate. Na baby omutibi ye screening ema huni ye etu asia. Na eye Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Anase eye kidney, eye liver problem. Hofa baby ena ajujuo. Na the friend premature ejaculation no a be maybe a woni wodofo akwakwashia. Asa wo di ne ho agro. Asa wo tonte. Ene ye bra Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic na ye moa wo. Ema ne mema mo pa wo. Eye Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Wo mo demu fua. Yare bia infections bi ne wo ho. Anase bia wo hwa wo fa baby na ajujuo kidney problem prostate die eye Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic ahenema kokobe kumase baako ho eben Angel Educational Complex no ena Accra hanso so die wo mu ginemu ankasa e was Pinterest bebre friend share signboard no huduro na ubusasa wo pe Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic obia ebe kire for Endpoint e wo 0244867068 ena 0274234321 Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic wo mu demu fo
hey brand new I didn't tell us who the friend of Ahomeka hit patch. So what's young? I won't be here. Now they are telling and let's say what be Nadu. Bra, what's the pain? And yet, sister and I ask Irene now or the Hono into the patch on air. Sister J. Ahomeka hit patch. I tell you I ask. Name a few minutes and you're ready. Hey, bra, and you miss me the power. After construction, the young man in the back and neck pain. I have a pa. And no, mamma, papa, and you could see arthritis. Anybody pays. And yet you must say, Ahomeka hit patch.
Hey, bra, Ahomeka hit patch. I had my power. The feeling hit to be a bra Mediterranean. I feel pretty. I will be more. Please not do me cry.
I told you so. Say your back pain, waist pain, menstrual cramps, any arthritis and quadia. Use you Ahomeka hit patch. What the herbs and oil. That's a ginger and cinnamon. And I at a phone call Alpha Duo Pharmacy, Origin Chemist, Pharma George Accra, Palace Pharmacy Accra, Buakwa Pharmacy Takra, Lock Chemist Takra, and Malarigo Pharmacy Tamale. The BFR 0599-802297. FDA Ajidodin Kratuatu.
Abochie for Yabamu na kwa baba Sompa 106.5 FM. Market pa you from a Prof Abochie for God and country. Adwumadi na sabre ye de brewa kopem se nonum ebebo pemu a ye de the hot bite news no ebeto am so na sa hye no nsubio se dwumadi Hajia special local foods ene Electroland Ghana Limited Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic Ahomeka hit patch wamo na ejumeko a waso asena enne yatenase a ye de dwumadi Bremo live Sompa 106.5 FM na monkai se nkomo a ye twegu nyinaro se wo go Facebook ye page na Sompa 106.5 FM Accra. Now, upese wodi message bi aba. Wodi fa Facebook account wa ya beji brand ya kenkan messages ewo ho nyina de ama. Na ya bie lines no so tumu a kai number obe phrase so 0260 196064 0260 196065. Tibebia obiano yesama wakwaba. Mami nkoso na mema Nana Bamuhene Nana Hanswa Hene Techman traditional council Banyana Tiasa ene Papa Wawoda Yamau Awodapa Yamau Enkwa ahoden ewom nyamembo koswambo ho ban na onto nsupa engo so na menim se nde birthday de obedi pa amana ama bibia kama and again Nana Franketia also trafo hene of Techman traditional area the former CEO no Classic FM in fact what it me pa ntina na bebia obiara ma me fa nchia modern na me emfa mawo na ma me nko bini ana ti say Ali Ibrahim na ti say
o meni abema na me adom no mompai bo bibia ekoyie
bibia kama de
na am say be monitor am say wo so nkran pa
o sa
wo so nkran me bo abaso
me das
program no jeze be follow pa
good
na manya akonya ya ba ha de na jeze e wo say meteme de ho awa me ho say ma prof
oh wo prof
juma wo de ankasa
eja papa na ti ora kwesi bogu
say so fa ya be transmesi no o so ka say you body
debi say one say
you be tell no amanyo force enche bi ka so ndisi abale sabe na ni say o kan do peti
na ya da sorry ya Ghana ha ya ta asemode say asemode o say nya asemode o ebi mu meka say asemode ebi mu meka say enya asemode enu ada mrase bedwa omo pass the energy sector levy amendment bill 2025 no asabri omo de ababetu dwa say petrol 1 liter bia wo beto bia no ade a obetua 1 Ghana cedi enam say yina mahoden kanea no entime enyina so na wohwe the energy sector debt ewo hosabria is about $3.1 billion. And again, the minister in putting out this figure again says you bet me up a pack we in every wa this year could $3.7 billion. And you know so you share na kawe yampe kwan bi so antua dia o man no you bet me adasum dum so na ye ka ho asem no one share ebe bakese pa enkomo be to dwa yi ba me nhia asem firi owura kwesi poku na enkomo yi moje no sen
yo dedika etiefu ehia e ba pakene de ohine Japan mframa e bo krum ina e se Ghana amemu e be ko bi ma entrepreneur asem na ni
o sa
doctor Foba Agosiaga lawyer Foba Agosiaga ho Foba Agosiaga aja se so now you find say obi any abre and say ogoye campaign there Rebecca creating employment creation is the problem now working off so papa ya amount for budget is there employment will create so for now who can need somebody who can create employment ama yanti see any enko ye tibe 10 years obi a this time no we begina ba na o CV abeto adwuma we create credit we create 7,000 obo am ponchi holes into it unzo oba we create ahe
no can so ba me na me nko afaro so na me ni ma me ndi nkomo bi mbra sisi a eja honorable Eric Afo ewo amano so say the line I drop into ebe yanka safreni biuma ye ni ndi nkomo or the chairman for the economic committee in Parliament. Is that right? Producer, please do check it for me. Now, or MP for
the number you're calling is
give me the credentials as well so that I can relate to him.
Me from day one, and I can say, your mama name for the optics settings. Because obey where he left you know for both say yeah. Yanti grow we na go for the first budget. Or 15 taxes if you name so. Or 15 years go see say. politicians. Dear, you Papa John Mama Yeni for the optics. Can't say social media buying no mubu. Social yes, I get me for doctor or social media. I'm a doctor. Social media buying no mubu. No mubu. Then foreign affairs minister. Timi you be no Facebook handle or they got to. Social media buying just trying to play on the minds of the people of Ghana. Yeah, taxes you can't the taxes we ain't yanga. Petrol 111 what follow. It started in 2013. September started saying the petrol one way. And a number of persons, I don't have the figures here. I'm starting. Yeah, buy him. This is what Bokego. September can say that can be go. Now is the time, 1 year at Tamus, the can't say, Yanis come. I buy Pesica, my petrol, the Coseco petrol, where they have a top. Yeah, the Coseo. I think it was on 40 something persons today. And I'm because you buy the day, can't down. Yeah, GG, I go see there. Same formula of the other. What would you genius to sing to be added? When we're living, yeah, Jibe was about 84 persons, 80 persons. Only one city, I 80 persons, no. I'm done one city, 84 persons. I'm going to get with the second. You see, the time has come. Yeah, and so can we need an innovative way of clearing that debt. I don't know, we're not businessmen, and we are very innovative for making Japan. We just see how much calculation now. Per car down. We use 7 years. If they are taking the 1 city, that's $1 we use 7 years to pay that debt. 7 years. Interest accumulating in the bank account. We use 7 years to pay the $3.1 billion. We use 7 years. If we want to use the number of fuel they used last year, the calculation, we need 7 years. What I say? So it means that. But say a cano said a cano a cosrona where we sit now, no, ye nisika, ye bit mediato, a gas, a dia fuel, yen, you know. The thermal engines are able to be electricity, no. So you should know that they are only trying to. But let me do this conversation and I'll get back to you. But Honorable Eric Afo, or MP for Menfi West and Chairman for the Parliamentary Select Committee on Economy and Development. Honorable Yama about Sompa 106.5 FM. So, me who you partner pop to say. Na emrase be dwomba ko de ewo mrase be dwom ye nyane ntia se eye edom kuma na wo mo ewo ho no wo mo eye ye kire kakra na obetimi abon mu nkomo kakra ye nyina ye tie so mame na wa fena menchia kana fo nyina menchia Yeni anoma omutie Sompa FM. For the TV can one na. But we need the TV can. Oh, okay. Good. I am on friend time on the TV that can. Ghana for a lot of education. Sure. About propaganda now, million people for you know. And we need to talk because also can ya on find share table asset. With the two the Obiadu na who the Ecoso. Sure. In the yesterday, make my yesterday, Senator na so say Omokotana form over via some MPs to Tratana form a demonstration. Every day they do demonstration, they do a lot of things. The Magana form say okay. Yesterday, let's go to the specific. Okay, the substantive issue that I say, Enra. The energy sector amendment, any energy sector levy amendment bill, no 2025. They are passing. The passing Ghana for Kasabe Bree. In the mission social media pages here, Adama for Kasa. Then the Omo Kakra say, one CDA, Ugo Koto petrol, liter bia yede to sono. Idea, Ebemo Mwachiro, Enche, Tiro. People are complaining. I didn't think I would take this decision. Wasn't there an alternative? You see, in America, say Ghana for here education, Ghana for Mukaka about the quick and prompt and urgent decision we taking as at Endra. Very necessary. Don't Obama Postcard Party there or take a decision on your behalf. Now let me assure Ghanaians say. If you can end this year, take it no, you take it Amagana for what or young Jessica from women and from your bottom.
ye ni sika fam mining e bank to see adan e ma ye ho ne ye ho ye take decision ye decision na ye sika no e de aboa e mine mama mo history kakla
all right
who say esla sika nya jeje de to pa mo so je kakaka e bi na chat ye chat 2015 yeko na eka sabio ye say ye di tua ye pa mo ho ka eka na eda ho eye 9 billion ye gama MPP for the last 8 years you can put it figures down almost the sika almost 40 billion Ghana cedis elom de dia eka almost say jatu pa won se mo na dade o Ghana so over 80 billion Ghana cedis. And the extra no a money set was a energy fika to solve energy sector problems. You don't before no honorable
but a cheer for but now see 40 billion Ghana cedis no na denga
fika omojunte extra no two
okay, Esla. Yeah, and you know that was the amount you realized.
Good. And I make us say in 2016, what happened was na a car, na a daho. I did make 3 billion. Yeah, 9 billion.
Okay.
9 billion Ghana cedis. 2016. And the German before. You call, you know. The cow munya, 40 billion. The barman 40 billion Ghana cedis.
One more JJ every.
Within the last 8 years, no.
Okay.
40 billion.
Okay.
So, for educate Daniel.
Sure.
That be a car that poor energy sector, 80 billion.
That's about $3.1 billion.
Yes. Wow, and the American say, you take decision the Abua Ghana for. You see, San Kanya say, Duma, the regular, so I can't the pay. You say, here 3.7 billion US dollars. Now, when you talk to IPP, a car that whole, and I can't make enough. You also say here $1.2 billion. I had a better farm, and you do machines now, you NDC, you are caught by the doom son. They had a killing doom son. So, this is emergency situation. MPP, all no matter problem, no. No one cause a problem, not say, buy a banana, about the solve one. You are still talking. It's yet someone now. It's almost in Ghana, they're not asking on the floor. Then the answer someone now. You're not business and collapse. Now, go to say already station. Now, go to generator. Sign out pay.
And okay.
I Parliament in the Madagascar.
Midasi.
Yen and ma omoya babes. Yen and ma omoya headdresses. Yen and ma omoya wardens. Yen and ma sabi omodin kanya ye juma. Yeman kanya no mana. You don't do that. That is why we are saying say. Yen who said the way man dollar never form. It was last 5 months now. But who say who could talk petrol? Who could talk diesel? There's no form. There's no form. Let me look at the about from better about from being. When you get about from no, can about from can of for chair 1 city later. Never solve problem for my woman. On Sunday, you are some now. That's not what I say. If you are full, 1 gallon, is there anything? It has come over a lot. 15 cities also.
Oh, there be between 11 cities to 12 cities or 13 cities per liter.
11 cities and 12 cities.
Yeah.
And above from that level, not yet the 1 city, it has solved problem within the same sector. They need to do that. And also, Mami Kase, there was a window. I said, you Ghana for a that to solve. This year, OPEC. My minor Omutu oil. Almost here. Ghana crack account. This year, over 400,000 barrels. And they between a day. If the man is in supply of liquid fuel, I'm a price that's so they say as that now the back from now say it do the rate should even go down lower. I don't think that better will be the said them before you and mischief. No, I'm cause more problem. As at now, what the 3.7 billion plus 1.2 billion can one? You can do $5 billion US. He say yeah. And this one for more than you know.
Now, honorable, Mammy so Tama Mufia Bemo in 2016. No, a Karudo Sen and Mudija a year MPP Amanyukuno.
Yeah, make an say. Maka be away in Chile. Mr. Esla. Lay a car at that far. And this about the year not what you just a star of found one song at a car get you.
Sure.
The chair Manica 9 billion Ghana city.
Sure.
Not actual
9 billion. Good.
And a car. And the man in mind.
And almost
to come with your mind a car that was 80 billion.
Now, okay. 40 billion now. What can one say? One more realize
40 billion. 80 come with the
it is as cano. One must dream. And your piano a one contembuno. Senate.
I a car on the energy sector. Energy ministry or sector. No, strategy. It's a car that one. Come with the within 40 billion. Almost double set can go in Piaka. Or more you said, you cannot actually Abochie 80 billion. Okay. So, Mestre, Ghana, for not the Ghana for here, say, let's check in the Mojachi. It is a Canada on them. Why don't you attack? The prophetic hour. It is Ghana for Moya, no Montias. Canada on. You Ghana for, you never check on the year. Not Canada Ginaso. The best way I met Namia Yadom, not found for our form. A sad copum. That is a woman 1 CD per a liter of liquid fuel. Now you find some problem now. I think, sir, you have not had so much.
Honorable, I think, sir, in Kobana only a Diwahano, people have listened out there, and I believe, sir, they would also decipher and take a decision on what you have just said. Sir, but if somebody, because this thing was even mentioned in the budget, sir, the energy sector
review. Wholeheartedly, I'm paying a lot of conversations in town. Radio stations, social media. Ghanaians are happy with that solve energy crisis in this country. Because the chief driver of every economy is energy sector. You want to see what I'm talking about road.
Yeah. Honorable,
these are key areas that drive an economy of a country. The energy sector. So say there are two energy crisis. Not that you're finding a way to solve it for all of us to stay in this country. Peacefully. Emma will Kanye Egnaso. If you are ton ice water, if you are Baba, if you are if anything, we should Kanye Bia, nothing what on that. Is it wrong?
Honorable, my nasi, sir, Mama Hokama, you know, wedding como. Yamisha, Bibichi Adrian, Yabasabe Pulumna, Yababe Jimwaye. Ebusha for Honorable Eric Afford or MP4 Amenfi West, Chairman, Parliamentary Select Committee on the Economy and Development. Now, it is Meneno Edin Komono.
I'm a move of social media saying I will.
What's it?
I'm a move social media saying I will.
Obuna Mamono social media. I didn't tell you.
Yantikoma. Yan you do the canoe. But by November, the MPP say that if a cano yango pesika go to ya ebedum kania and then about the unkwane bi omba ne yekodum kania no go
basa go sumo odan kade dundum no
did we say a cow any didn't you come to before kania bedum kania dundum 8 years kania dundum how many months catch obi ma do the old asum 4 years
mo time no so na wo ho na wo ho
kania yeah say machine be send ya repair ni sometimes breaks be ba no normal obi do call 4 years straight and 3.5 years now think grow maybe station be abeko bia de o bon tin do so de o inside generator so echire obeko stations no we don pack bukai na drums na sisi o asamba na okay minimum radio station dey only car park ndo won drums na sisi o mo kia no na about what I say o da say o hwe when amanofo ye kasa dey opposition ye careful. They want to tell us before Shagana for boy be tax they say they didn't know there was this account. At to force him we are saying economy yan saying no say no munim way. On buy no be who is that what they are saying? Say no munim. Say ka way down. Nti be did crime Ghana for say area ba e carry down e be G to be I be you can view totally. Is it they didn't know? They told Ghanaians nyama related to tax there. And they call dollar number form. Ahani say yeah, papa bi get it ani actually.
Are they?
Say they can sustain this one.
They can sustain it.
Please.
All right.
Obedi anko for $2 come GP na kini ya. Yenti problem.
Mo party presidential candidate.
Amanyofo yen sem na do ejuma. Me see social media mamuo no mubu. Social media yenti ko wara Kevin tell ka say mo be post.
O say there be nyabotre. O say amanyofo den. Okay, bibi.
Yes, sem nya ye petumi ensema ye kanya mo be ejuma.
Enti mu opposition mu amu be petumi. Ensema amu be kanyina no. Eni kwa say Ghana for the year. Is that what they are saying?
There are lessons to be learned.
Okay.
Who tell say? Yeah, papa Umia say if the fundamentals are weak, the dollar will expose. Anaba. If the dollar no cost so na fe oyi na ye dey. Me boa. Obi be try say ye high jet kwa na mo be wu. Anaba. Ozi high jet obi ko dwalu omu. Obi mbodi onwa, obi mbodi ma me mbodi onwa le chief for ye san wo kan ye san chief for we lo plenum. Chief for ye. Wo dey am be.
Chama me da say. Ma me ko Ibrahim nchen. Ibrahim.
Yeah, I'm saying ye nuanem MPP4 said you almost say ekika omonsem said you masters ye say it was so one hwe ya opposition na ye judge say bion beto trans 20 years no one hwe ya na akika ko be 32 years we said I was say ye timi ehwe ye ye nkasa mu oman na ye chichire no sabi enye oman ya ye chichire ama NDC for ye nyina ye wo man mu ha no te se de bekoso bia se uye MPP ni o se uye NDC ni o at the end of the day no impact no e wo so no wo didi esa menu aye bai autofuel ye mo bi efa car e bai e car no ye bo no e so ate e ye nhyehyɛ a ye de agu akwam a ama oman no ma ye de ena enye NDC fo nko na I mean aye de omo benefit ye nyina as Ghanaians enso betena ha na ekoyia you should be honest. Your political spectacles was all you a good chain. Now why you very objective and honest. Ekobasa every single comments I will be making in the future no Ghana for ebe take you serious. Ye mamu to me. Moa aka mo beto no ho. Moa mante me antwia ka no. Mo free so ne say mo de aka ho. Ye ba mo in just some few days 2 days something worth of food and I'm jan honum ye be kunu ya ye say mo ye bibia basa mo na ye de share mo nsa no mo ye bibia basa say ne ye hunu de mo ye ene ya ba e be reset oman no ene ya ba e de nyoma e toto akwam say de say na efata Ghana for ATM na I mean mepo macho enya easy say de nyoma esi koi sabi yetna oman mu ha ye ho kire yen 8 good years nyoma ye tro ka ne nyoma e shas ye gina nya easy say ye betua 1 Ghana cedis per liter but was here timi ehunu say e ka no de mu aburagu ho 3.1 billion dollars no fa de yankofa so hu ya na was here timi ebobo Ghana for ne ye hunu kwan e be fa so aye den aye free honom 80 billion Ghana cedis no mo brogu ho sika no just say ye hunu je na omo de ye no ansa no omo wewe sika no na me prof misro me mawati ase say aban ya Ghana for editumi ama omo yi enya agudie bi ene ye ba bedie samete hey former appointees are tese ya pali omo list be 33 mia menim be 4 ministers of state are omo eka ho be bia eto yie se de se na efata ni etimi eyi the current chief justice Rosin Chain ni e de obi a odwena oman no ho eba bi o let them understand say afei na amamuo papa aba
nyabotre mami me pacho nyabotre me pacho ora nyabotre mami ora kwesi bugu chairman Tema West MPP me pacho nyabotre na NDC for mu na mu yi mami na free o
na hwan mo na ebo amamuo nya NDC for no, listen.
Because we need
Wada Roma. Let me be very emphatic on this platform.
Emphatic say more NDC.
Yes, listen.
More NDC.
Hold on. Listen. Me say. Don't put my statement out of context.
I'm putting it in context.
Yes, so listen to me. Let me explain myself.
I'm listening to
what
you.
I'm saying to you, and say
it again.
We saw a lot of, biases. Now, Chief Justice Getri Tokonu, Oti Supreme Court, one OD. It's not as if say you didn't hear the story of the NDC. Say near Park of Wadwacho, say my men wasn't a court to Supreme Court one no on say emphata. Sabi, I mean, when you bear my distracting me, please don't be flow, please. You see this here, you and I say we actually urge, the president then another dan Akufo Addo say, my men what time no edina to her or your bidden no, and that dear bebo my ye. All your cases are called Supreme Court in a quiet NPP case. Harris so what Nasun were dear. See Parliament Afenyo Markins. Speaker didn't ruling by ya. Afenyo Markins won't see or sorry giddy echo Supreme Court. And debate 24 hours to cry. Not mammy at Naso at the assembly. Issue say call Supreme Court. Some judge they call concerning a man that bill near the adinano up to date. So
back to the petrol
issue.
You see,
they're back to the petrol.
The energy sector.
I don't say you are satisfied now. So what I'm saying is say your what's not how okay I am telling you say very soon they'll be silent.
But only me how I'm your former opposition. More opposition. Munyomono. Enyomna mo beto no. Key F and a woman. But mo ba ben mu so a
well, let's get to the substantive matter.
When you were in a year, friend is an opposition, you had made mention, say,
yes,
mobile taxes, Grania, their money, Mosu mobile,
they can set taxes when the casa,
they be more, but you are saying, for taxes, overbending a Ghana,
taxes, a new sound taxes, ye be there free ho. E-levy de buy I'm sebi previous not nyansa be in the womb. E-levy. And that betting tax. And my bona mobetu unemployment rate 8.4%. More free so not unemployment rate equal 14.7 getting to 15%. Manti me when you ma bet your money and kakra de chow mo how far most of mobile there's a 10% pram nam dia to so. They new sound taxes.
Hey. I'm ready me debate to be fan at 10%. A friend is seed boy had just a bad betting pa. What would the bet be 40,000? 40,000, not 10%.
Wow.
10%. Just a 4,000 go.
Okay,
Asori asem na ke. Me sum nyame o. Me sum nyame. Aye nyame a otiasi.
Babu you na say to bet. Your man go be.
Now we bet asem na make. Now we lotto na muncha American lotto. Munya isa. Me si former me na membra ha mo.
I mean, yeah, me Prof.
Yeah.
Sasi kay omoje nyina betting taxes are hodo omoje nyina no. E ko see Ghana say. Apart from omo flagship program, the free SHS. I come for the better than nsa apem ne bo se me ba we ni my.
Me ba to nyabotre. But si former me why.
Me de ma no nyina asie no. We are abe. O my no se be nya NDC for nko na ye chichiro mai. Ghana for ye de moa na ye chichiro mai. $3.1 billion are MPP for ka ma buragu honom no. E wase yetimi emia ye ni. Yes, sir. Nadia, you betting me at ya. I mean, can you hold some the infant agro? And what an idea be beer. See, ya pass the problem with the energy sector, no, you be solving it once and for all. And this is one of the reasons, answer means I used to solve the problem. So they should cooperate with us.
Me that's it. Rap is book me so.
Oh, did do so nabo. Huh? Do so nabo. 24 economy.
I don't know my MPP for Mutunzi.
Arante wabama dun so mana papa ya kana se bi o di dun so nabo enu ni 20-hour economy 24-hour economy e be dun kan
Hammond. Good to have you here.
Thank you, Prof.
Let's say
nyamena do no pa.
Good. PPP mu ye dede e
mu ye de pa
na what does it say
ye wo ho papa
as say mu chairman na hwan
nana for you
sir. And we are then with PPP.
Me National Deputy Communication Director.
Hey, national position is so brutal. But
yo, Prof. You made our say. Me chair Sompa etiefu nyina. Na me chair PPP ebusia. Na Madam Wasi for having me in your studio for the first time.
Sure.
Me chair Minia from the NPP side and the NDC side. Prof. You see, I was listening to both of them, and I was speaking my points. In Ghana, let say politicians say better taking decisions. We have to educate the public. That is why everywhere I go, I toot for the Information Services Department because that is their core mandate. They should educate the public. Now, we just woke up.
You are talking about consultations.
No, education. We should sensitize the public. The bill was laid to Parliament on Monday. And when you may, sorry, you are passing one CD bill. What was the rationale behind the passage of that bill? That is my point now.
First question.
Yes, what was the rationale behind? At least that is why the sensitization has to come. Okay, because me myself now no a liter between 11 cities to 13 cities. Now me go kotono na ye the one city account. I might not understand because if we are enjoying the reducing of fuel because of the dollar rate, now me kono Musi yedi account. I didn't know the account. Now, more explanation is a Dumso. Dumso has been there since time immemorial. Kwame Nkrumah nana Dumso. Kwame Nkrumah era na Dumso. Yeah, I was born a week and a Kwame Nkrumah wuye. Right?
Wow.
Yes, I was born a week and a Kwame Nkrumah wuye.
1960
72.
1972. 72.
27th April. I was born on 16th April.
Okay,
you understand? Yeah. And the successive governments I have seen.
Oh, Satana Unini.
Oh, no, me say I've seen now. I was there 79 when Rollins did the coup.
Oh, yes, Satana wedding feast.
I was 7 years.
Oh, 7 years. Bah.
Me pacho. That's
7 years.
Me pacho.
Yes.
Me pacho. Say me who ya. Na me papa. Every Sawam, Kingsway, Accra Kingsway. That is where I saw. how soldiers how soldiers were weeping. I saw it. And you'll be naked.
Sorry, but one Sunday
I saw it.
Charlie, now baby,
when Liman became the president, so Dumso now Ghana for Dumso power outage till NDC for a buyer and NPP for enemy light outside Dumso. Now NPP area politics. The NDC government didn't tell us say ekadaho because sebi ukoto fuela and ukoto then problem power no gas second auditor. It got to a time we got to know say even Nigeria cramp on my gas cramp almost on my because now we couldn't pay. And NDC free so NPP the politics when they came, Dumso was still there. I can't remember. Napo. Then I was beside no see. On Rankasa and on the timetable.
I remember.
Load shedding timetable on Fambra. Now that was Dumso. This current administration, Dumso is there. How do we keep or how do we solve this problem? This is my first question. Come and tell Ghanaians. Oh yes, you see. In politics, government is about service. It's not about hiding things. Be plain to the people you are governing. So that at least once a Rollins time, he told us that we should tighten our belts. Right? We should tighten our belts. And he told us why we should tighten our belts. Now come and tell Ghanaians, yes, do so if you wanted to come out of it. We have a bill of $3.1 billion to pay. How do we pay? Because service Sompa, even if the management wanted to cut off your salary, he will call for a management, he will call for a meeting and tell workers, say, oh, because of 1, 2, 3 new, I feel say I need to slash your salary by maybe 5 or 10%. What won't to be no? You can, Prof, you can take your go away. What about to know? Stay and let's work. So at least educate Ghanaians. You dedicate $3.1 billion. How do we pay? So we feel, say, to enjoy the sustainability of life. No, this is what we are advocating. Say, you implementing 1 cedi levy on fuel, so that Ghanaians will be aware. And yes, when you say that, Ghanaians will hold you accountable. If Muti wants in Namont, that is where the problem comes from. But Muti wants in Namont, Ghanaians will help you. So I think, say, politicians, we need to tell the people we are governing how it is. But NDC and NPP, that is how they are. I'm being honest. We are all politicians. I'm being honest. Now, Midiwus see a free SHS or no. When NDC was building, when NPP came, say Omako see school are dying, our bush. How much did you add up to? Your name quantity crampoa. Mukaja say NDC for move free. Mama saw obviously 200. Want to me and see. Send a musica. You couldn't. You see, Debbie me say Ghana. Nyankupon or share Ghana. Na Nyankupon Rao. Na Osu. Prof. God knew why he placed Ghana in the center of the world. God knew why. Nyankupon di Ishabema o my Ghana.
Then I unim say nyaminimu anti odi Ghana edisi eye sentai.
God in his own wisdom.
Yes.
And him why he played because he has already blessed Ghana. He has blessed Ghana. Share. Apart from there are certain things in Israel, you cannot get it anywhere than Omai Ghana. There are so many things that all Israel ever Omai Ghana, you cannot get it in any of the world. God knew why.
So you feel say NDC ni MPP omo messy up Ghana.
Omo di Ghana yambo pa. And then I say those two, I call them two elephants.
You calling the NDC an elephant?
Oh, two elephants. They are the biggest parties we have. And my problem is Ghana. You see, Ghana is failing to realize something. We wanted this country to be a two-party state. Why can't we try another party?
Which is party Benga?
We should have a third force.
Third force near party Benga.
Boss, it could either let all the Nkrumahs parties come together and form a one major party. We can have the PPP, the CPP, the PNC, the PNP, the 111.
Would your party chairman be happy with you?
This thing, let me tell you something.
Won't you sue a PPP over all the other parties?
No, let me tell you something. This Nkrumah is United Front. We started it with CPP when Professor Dele was then the chairman of CPP. When Bernard Mona was the chairman for PNC. There was a consultative meeting that we should come together and form a formidable force. That we can consult the
NAC saying
they at the end disappointed.
You hold it. But before that, let me read these messages on WhatsApp. We have some message here. Teacher Constitution says that isn't the NDC government's new tax on petroleum products just another way to exploit Ghanaians? After scrapping the e-levy, they are imposing another burden on citizens. Would hold them accountable in 2028. Greetings to Honorable Mavis in Kansa Bwedu, Koka, and Mr. Owusu Bempa in Shaeso. Ejabin Georgina says that interesting times ahead for God and country, a country called Ghana. Yao Abrefa says, I'm watching you live from Techiman. Thanks for the program. Good show. Kamal Amasama Bruni says that it is unfortunate that Prof, you allowed Alex to be making wild allegations against Brian and co without any evidence. Nana Afari says that Papa Kufuor's time it was Dumso, and today too is Dumso. Maswell Aye says that two sides of the same coin. Ghana is just being played. Then Emmanuel Teria says that I'm watching you live from Techiman, and he again says that good job. And the messages are abandoned.
We should say, let's look into the face of power and say the truth.
Okay.
We say from day one, and I'm catching say, don't want my IT expert or your social media friend. And the neighbor okay can me say settings
settings.
Oh, me say settings.
Then settings.
Sometimes
Chairman,
you're the candidate echo baby. Yes, my catch you say akolebi epra. Mo me say candidate. Na candidate before to go paper mo jana won nano. Na camera snap pick. Oh wa badayo settings.
Oh, auntie Sanya mana mu yenyi me bisamo. And na dey asa odamu secret.
Me see me settings. I'm start every kind settings.
And who are settings ni bi da?
Oh, politicians. What need them weekend?
Auntie me bisamo sir. Maybe I'm asking you. Move the chairman out here. We are MPP chairman. Tema West constituency chairman.
Yes.
No mean a person.
Hear me. I am the constituency chairman of Tema West. You move the whole constituency to Estate Junction. I know people who had hope and believed that the Kwani and John Kotuaba. It's not it. Any settings. Which I say, the senior setter, John Mahama. You have to grow. And our opposition is a better one can. I get to me say some for the serious on this side. You don't take him serious. Yeah, say embassy I don't go close. An opportunity to create job for their boys. Close.
Oh, but they said they will not employ any.
Master, employ because career diploma be interview went in. Or you see somebody was on standby, he has to move in there. Went in. Me see career diploma because according to SKDB and a power and buy a pay one man a year. And then one person cause it crime. A whole embassy. Yeah, my embassy staff, you know, go fear for reassign.
Sir, embassy staff, no. Moi, Mose, I was a Moshe, Emma Quano, a Bonina would allegedly, no. Mutimi manager, no more manager. You were also, you were also you compromising.
Did you hear his?
No, you were also
he was narrowing on the guy who was doing the thing. The guy also came with a certain defense. He was narrowing. Aquado. On board on Van Edmo, yeah, by never confirm on. Boy, I didn't say, yeah, your father, on funny Panijuma. Yeah, buy the pound, you confirm on. What I said, what the sucker on you buy? Yeah, buy now, so you have a confirm on. But
because you know not as a benefit. So the benefits. I'm paying for no.
What is happening is this. Maybe I don't know what did about much. Simple one fan by you buy you never got a gun and you go in it. What I said, and chairman, and two women. Send me Abochie amiti and I say senior what you NDC ni. Now about two you know di bonia. Who bet me aka say unyinedi. Unyinedi. Yes. Krowe nkwana a crime or political color. Krowe. Want to me mo kan. E to your boss. And if you invite him nicely and you call ya. Nke bia niam ye ka fa no. E bia na yampa, nke be yampa. Now 40% of Ghanaians feels it's political. But based upon the ranch they come and say yampa ebi any political. Yeah. If you have a candidate stand somewhere and say more NDC lawyers, more so they say for mun ko share judicial service nu. Say the be ya so ya bamba musum di judge ni be ye. Judge the political already. Judge the political already. Na abani ba ya na opamo bia. Ayo nu no. Who does it? Now, by now, Makota Party office, Senate Branch, too much petition. Makota Party of that petition. Lawyers say, what petition they change now, NDC party officers, who soldiers, and the cadets. Who's here? Say, no, I don't know my attitude. What's your Attorney General? Problem about who's your PPP? They say, Attorney General. And the CPP, no. All the party training grounds. Ah, sir. Oh, I say, to play maybe a profession. What's the name? Team, PPP for training grounds. Mami chadu kuntia. Omu training Hindu. No, omu MPP. Omu training Nana Jantwa. Omu NDC. Omu training power is coming. Change is coming. And on this side, you go in here. You join the training grounds. Chaso Uzwana. Training grounds. Where in Chebia we go to know. When they say change is coming, power is coming. Chaso Uzu. And then you come PA to say John. Nanyan kure. Me boa. Training grounds academy. Where more academy. We political players. Wouldn't know or just any formal appointment. The one or can answer. The one or can answer. Oh, yes, it's only a training ground, a academy. Academy training. Indum couldn't he have been the presidential candidate that time? On go to be there. But on the appointment, Nana Yajan to answer we are seeing now. So CPP, former chairman, one no the office of the president. Here true. I ran to a train appointment. You saw your baby Moby. We're training grounds. Medasi. Concrete examples. From where? He took appointment for MPP. From where? Nana Jantua take CPP.
Do you know what happened?
Not you don't know. What's the appointment? Oh,
you know what happened?
Okay. So tell we have a second issue to deal with.
Wait, just 2 minutes.
Okay, just do that.
When Dr. Hindum was being appointed by President Kufuor, now Dr. Hindum was not in Ghana.
No, it didn't. No, a party Benny.
Not a CPP. Listen, no in Ghana. So President Kufuor have to write a letter to CPP. To go and
training grounds. Did he take or not? When he
was still serving in MPP's government.
Hey, Malavisa.
He was still a CPP member.
Come on, Malavisa.
He was still a CPP member. That is why we share. In 2008, he went and contested on a ticket of CPP.
No problem. But what is the appointment we hope?
People said all inclusive. All inclusive. And you, Prof, when we asked Dr. Hindum this question, you are not in MPP. Why do you have to accept their offer. And what he said was this: I'm a Ghanaian. I'm not going to serve NPP. I'm going to serve Ghana.
All right, so thank you very much. I think sir, we with your clarification. But now, Ibrahim, say the minimum when you are Attorney General list of 33. Omu kwa kodan Asambibia. Me ahwe say sankrofo na omu edi ebone no. The list of 33 number na 33 but mo din no. But omu nyina 33. Oh, David wait 33. I know yeah bisa say all right team no adwuma omu ye no. Say no UGDP say they have gone ahead.
But I'll say, Prof, 4 years now, Ghana for Edema, you know, not a way through. I mean, unprecedented in the history books of this country. I'm on my close to 57, getting to 58%. I'm on Crawford, 38%.
41%.
Oh, I'm going to 38, now I grew. Now 41, 57, 80. Me, Ibrahim Alia Metihe, me a member of the National Communications Team for NDC. And Crawford, a TV, so radio, CDBR. Me, me side the Crawford petition forward the mammy. I can state to you here on your program, say, me na a move for, and we drew. Minister Bayer for more droop the previous administration or mudi dream. Hey, the Ecosoya won't me issues here, Ecosonia, the Adinano, just a tip of the iceberg. Among it, one no. Oh, Mr. Down you, sir. Sit and make a chair no. The air chair said the right process because said the essay not a fata, not get you to Kono. Ya packing us in chain. On one, I head out to CA. And one thing I didn't know what you had done. OMPP. I say, one so I can say, was say, I mean, you had a judge for the and I'm on your same. Now, Judge Nebena, now a contest on the ticket of the NPP. I know a parliamentary candidate for NPP or you compare who do a cofuado, a fan or some Supreme Court judge. I mean, that alone, a record. 2016, 2012, 2016, 2020, contesting on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party. And so the party Supreme Court, you know, I go for a packy MPP for judges and they could go on. You know, and Omedi Mami, I call her say, Uncle Yo, chairperson. Yes, say, Sir Office, no, on Sem Fata. Now, any young one. Say members of parliament moi omuna ne omukasa magedri toko no say ma me nya de obekọ ene nya de obekọ chana de ntia omunyina e cover up keke omuna say ora no nsem e wo mu no ma me na betimi akoaje omu Supreme Court odom no ti say ma me ikodi ande say bo omawu awie enti wo hu so mo ki kem e de nyina na is because of Gertrude Toko no on one a header, and I'm very convinced, optimistic, beyond reasonable doubt to say, Mamma dear, Opo, Obeko, ye fancy. Naswa kwa, and ye behe, Crawford the 3 hour boom deno. Maybe the uncle 4, me check some natural say 4 number diacono, a camwa, ye debate 33. And Crawford bomaya po, moi, young dear moye, or my moha, moi, number this kanya for, say can you who be on Crawford passe, to say to 12 not be ashamed, and Crawford you would drop money at the day, and say, Brabham pan, I'm a boy. Now, say, your campaign say you bet to me, I'm making sure so PBR. Kita share dream dear project can ma in the previous administration you bet to make sure say obey accountable say and yes sir Ghana won't take it serious
justice now kind of want some no justice NSC
of course na me person me body din cry because me tell the din cry am bofu no what na Supreme Court one case ben pa aba associated with the NPP otimi go against go to the records obvious. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you, say, Sergeant, no, you're the no call. I mean, on putting themselves, you know,
and you know, say, no more NDC. No, so them person,
Mamma, you are not because of them.
Yeah.
We want to sanitize the Supreme Court. I think, say, please. It's not proper. Say, you will lose GDA, ye court system. No one way, obia the Mrabeshan and Sa.
I think,
Oh, what remember say we are not going to politicize the Supreme Court. You be make sure so we be what the Supreme Court to honor wo ya man yourself. You be was in China. Said you be ya obi a owo man ho do. Obi anya na fu and what the nam obi a enye party be bidding and wo ye e was Supreme Court. You be to be na ba. Said you be ya atentene ne e betia. Ali
Ibrahim, thank you so much. But Mami Share na Minko Ayemini Hammond, let's hear you on this particular subject.
Prof, I think this oral thing should be a lesson for all politicians. When you are in government, don't think you've seen it all. Definitely one day the tables might change. The tables might change, and you'll be called to account for it. When this operation Recover All Loot I think people, especially the now opposition minority, were speaking ill against it. Say Argentina President Mahama has set a committee, blah 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 blah. Now we got to know report on the buy no Nimbia Okuje Tony in Crawford the buy say but ya took me I scrutinize their presidency 133. Presidency 133. 33 no. Ebinum I started with the investigations. Ebinum I found some be from Ebinum air train.
Sure.
Enti what I urge ni say yen train say be Prof din say Prof. We found you culpable.
Me pato men family dimbe.
Oh, example na.
There be men family example with the men family.
Example na me ma.
Men family din. If I wa udin.
Okay, say yebo Hammond. Yes, say we found you culpable. Say bia when you were there. When unawaye. So go and face the full rigors of the law. I should be able to go and face the law. Because the brand man, I wasn't able to be accountable. You see,
yeah, fast man. One
minute. Napoka Bribi.
Okay.
He has been going to the Yoko NIB for so many times because he says now or your government appointee. So as a government, you should be accountable.
You have to be accountable. Yes. He said it. I watched the video. I mean, coach,
maybe I make a swaka. And this is over serious. You have to grow him. And I recoup we Ghana at 50 by. Can't say recoup cover and some man is and one is I said any idiot can go to court. One say your boy charges now go to court to America. What kind? A campaign promise. And a social media for say no we hear the damn say oh we hear ha. A son of mucha no careful. Said yeah bodia anka na twieto no enka confirm some mutrim. A son of mucha no careful. So judges you don't use it as a campaign promise. You have to come on 8 years. I go for Supreme Court judges 13 Muslim TV in 4 months, not for 8. If 13 is equal to 8, therefore 4. If 4 is equal to 8, therefore who just said?
If there is something you want to comment on this particular issue, you can be a part of the show right here.
Supreme Court judge, our party office headquarters. Wait.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, yeah. The Prof is capital.
Hey, Papa, he has a read there.
Sompa FM.
Near the pleading bargaining, and Eddie anymore. Ye need more a moody summer, and I know Munazi offer. You want to say a pronopa because Argentina and Savannah Sabra criminal law and Cafedaho. And to a moment, issue criminal on Nigeria, say, plea bargaining, no young fire and Tunjay, because, sir, some of us Fasicano, who pleading you fine.
That's a plea bargain in India. Say about near Jesus can I what point? The anya no no.
What here? Now one no obey fancy kabi. Now one in the plea we are. Now every can half of being what you call the brewer. Now over no couldn't share do not to me.
Me pato me that's it. As a line will be waiting pa. My minute nipa so enkasa 0249 0260196064 0260196065. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
Me pato wana minute kasi.
I'm about original poem doing young Gazafi Tajimai.
Good. Me pato it's you.
So, Maminta, as soon we say, and I know what they are to just say at the cinema, so my flare,
yeah.
Every I will be free to touch mine. As I am not can now, one I am my son now way. And the Miami Adam could do. Busai, I am passing money that the Nayatiso. No, I can't tell you MP before say, Sabi, to be cast some I have woman and throw some name, ask me to go. Any most of monos to video. I don't know that I have to be cow. What's any band or can walk one? And with my class, the grammar, your power. If you have one, I don't know. Now, my friend, I'm was no one on the Ghana. I won't mean jump to get the working jump to
hello, good evening.
Prof, good evening.
Me pato wana menene kasi.
Prof, only have been my point to win.
Yo, pato eti why?
Okay. For you see that political party, you know where I want Ghana. To kapra engoshi me coming kwa kaya just party you know where they are two. Then kaya kofu for so my because we share ni mo ba mo here na. Udi ho ahun ti ase. Can you imagine say na MPP ni now cast me say anything party anything na for the was sorry mama was or if dia na ani amu you say I didn't look so anything for end can say do mo ya no eyi ara say eyi so that here council na MPP su ba anything su ka say on by one year eh na obi ti ya ba 8 good years abla o ti me bi ma unya ho benefit kwa o ma we mo what are here? And you can kind of crazy, who bet now on ma. I am one kind of crazy man can say your party, you know. Min kind of colonel, kind of colonel can say, oh, well, yeah, I won't say any party, but you know, manage your phone. No, be able to say, yes, you know, through yourself, citizen Papa. But then you say, who the crown to be kind of out Papa. And I won't be here.
May that say, Pastor Bajuedia. So let's talk to this caller right here. Hello, good evening.
Hello, yes, sir, Prof.
Yes, sir. Me pato wani.
Bacho ya uniyo kasa fi Domi Market.
Okay, Bacho su kasa free.
Domi Market ya.
Domi Market. Okay, that's good. That's you.
Prof, mama juma, moni juma.
Sure.
Na nyanku ponshira usunu host ya host.
Me dasi.
The American service when me tie ba me tie the short. Me tuna ka kire Ghana for ne adwuma mu ye nyina to be nyina. Me de minimum kakra me so me ka dia fa oni say NDC ba ye na promise amudi ma ye na omutumi ka kire so omutumi fa tax nya shi na ne ile bi asem omukama tu futuro gu Ghana for ani na ne omutumi fuel levy so ka wonu enu kwa de omati me de min ka so bibiri o ma ye bi ene ye nyankopon ana ma ba do be share lekin ko ba na ko so be share be de ku for di share ya na kamen ji zen ka obetinya bosi for let's say for
me das entire niam ekoso Ghana ha nyina no anya NBC for no niam ekoso Ghana ha nyina se de amanfo bo mu dimpa no anya omo ankasa ne omo nim die no omo de aye but now
they are cash for the world. They are cash for the world.
Me that's Pastor Benj radio so. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me ba jo wana me ne ka say.
Me din dia du mi febi Nkranza Akuma.
Hey, Nkranza Akuma. Wow. But what it's why?
Are you ready, mama? Now I say, oh boy, do more.
Yeah, me that's
oh boy, do my papa.
so me no a woni wo mu di kan ka se o mu kasa yie but your man we yaduru no e wo se obi abia kuma pa na o ka nokre and before mwanya kwanya ba kira akonya no so fie nwotwe want to me amwa mama no ye wan toye na se ne se nyame ya adom na so obi aba ase wa boa mama no ho ato no ye ho atoye na se wa wuri se ka bi e de ba bi obetumi agifika kakra bi na odi aboa mu se buwe na mo be ni mo makano kama ko ya ko du ba jaru ese I need for the ya kan ya no waduma anti before ba fra ka se mahama be want to ya ndan wazuma Ghana for ya say ya pede mahama ya no ya anti before so omunta omukoto patria sikaje no na no dije omto omu nyina nkan ho ni nyame jaduma
that's so bad. Sometimes we tell me call us here. Oh, they can never sister amaze me. Hello, good evening. Yes, sir. Nice to say. Good. Yes, you why? Yanko. Good.
Yo, mambo apaso na mentiana juma for obo.
Sure.
Na no take coffee tio pa.
Oh, na no say coffee. Catch na no say coffee say be chiado. Aye, touch my man hene ebusu apin no. Na no say coffee baby obi am chia pa. Good.
And then so na hansan so dey in the birthday.
Na the birthday my wishing a happy birthday pa.
Yo, yeah, that's my deal. Because who buy the my gun the 180.
Sir. Oh, me that was pa.
Yo, once will be for in Kwabaka afternoon to my
me do bibia. Se say grafo no ebi mu frame nra akwa bi okatamanto. O say Abochie. Na mo lines no e na mo block lines na ma touch.
Because Majuma Panti,
yeah, that's it.
Yo, my menka crabina menque. Yes, Petro Tasna, or my Painda Bertoson, maybe come in NDC or more fat and Bertoson. Because Comrade he levy by betting tax buy, then any 4 year and a Kotobe Kumba, and a 1% to won't send a handle since a year too. Just and 1 city. NDC Katasa now to 1 gara ya 2 10 no ene de eye
yeah 10 cedi so me ba cho auto 1 liter bia ya to 1 cedi oh David
1 gallon na meka
me ba cho you see for me why time the crop me so okay mama fa last caller na yemfa afrenom rewie. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Prof.
Yeah, me ba cho why
Wow, me ma kafia phobia cantavanto.
Yeah, kafia phobia cantavanto. No, they want to be room. Me pato. Kafia that is a cantavanto bokore.
Oh, you want to know mo bi aboko na ka about we the ade na kenye.
About we the ade.
Oh, nya.
Adendra.
Na Prof na wa o yo the abewo ye she obi se Ose na do the nyansem no oba ye no obi anu se enema bi si covid ni claim one ya de ade e ma wo che nsuo e no sa che light e no chi no trust no ka se de bia fa yi le bimra na be boy e no kwa na nye obi a na be gba o en na e de si poka se tie ya ma ne mo di levi aba di levi ni se
de bi omo di levi aba
I'm going to
D-Levy. Dini jina homa den.
We are drivers for the petrol.
David D-Levy.
Drivers levy.
Drivers levy. Hey, Akafia. Akafia, that's it. Akafia.
Oh, that be Prof.
Baba Anusi.
Only baby.
Mindim just a catcher.
1 liter. It will move 5. It is a water 1 gallon beer. 5 cedi. Only 20 gallons a day.